Well, the Chief Executive of the Australian Industry Group, Willox, has said bluntly, many big companies will have to tell their employees, you'll have to essentially go on the dole. He's talking about tens of thousands of Victorian workers because major employers are ineligible for the JobKeeper scheme. They'll have to close the workplace and stand down employees. This is dreadful stuff to even have to talk about. Willox joins me in Melbourne. Thank you for your time, Innes. I guess you've never seen anything like this. I mean, it's tough stuff when employers have to say go on the dole, isn't it?
Oh, it's pretty terrible, Alan. It's a shocking state of affairs. It's just gone 8 o'clock here. Melbourne's gone quiet. It's like it's gone to sleep. And at midnight, it goes into a coma. That's really the scenario. And business in the morning, when business starts work, doesn't know really what their scenario is, doesn't know if they're really able to keep working under which circumstances. They face the reality that they may be operating and have a police officer knock on the door and make an arbitrary decision to shut them down because it doesn't appear that they are working in an essential area when they are. It's a very, very sad state of affairs. You have a situation where employers who have been told to put their businesses on pilot light actually don't have an industrial instrument to do that. You can't just sort of stand down 75% of your workforce. You just can't do that. You have a couple of choices. You either shut the business, you pay the workers to do nothing, or you basically just have to make them redundant. That's your choice.
Just, Innes, on this JobKeeper thing, businesses have to prove a 30% decline in turnover for the June and September quarters. I noticed outfits like Wesfarmers say they don't meet the criteria. Josh Frydenberg says he's open to easing eligibility requirements to allow newly affected firms to receive the wage subsidies. Would that help?
Well, it would help, Alan, and I spoke with Josh last night about this issue, and you're going to have thousands of businesses which have got through. Look, the bizarre thing here is that a lot of the businesses in Victoria that are being asked to shut down are the ones who've come through this reasonably well, across manufacturing, across construction, across big parts of the economy where they haven't had COVID cases, and now they're being asked to shut down or to wind back. So, and they haven't been able to access JobKeeper because they've done well so far, or relatively well. And now they face this scenario where essentially they have to shut the doors or really wind back, and they would be able to qualify for JobKeeper.
Well, just
under this scenario, but they won't back in March. No. So that's where the problem is.
Just before we go, Innes, I mean, this is dreadful stuff. It's to the end of September. The end of September. From your perspective, what's coming next?
Well, Alan, this is the big question. We've always been worried about this period anyhow, because going back from March till now, pipelines have dried up. You've seen that in residential construction, for instance. So this was always going to be a tough period. We get through this time, and then you're getting into the pre-Christmas period where it goes quiet again. So getting businesses to start up again is going to be a huge task. And quite frankly, many businesses are looking at decisions about laying off their staff now and just not opening again, or giving themselves the option of not opening again. So the economy as we knew it is fundamentally going to change. And of course, it has national implications. Victoria's a quarter of the national economy. Big container ports and the like, it's going to have ramifications well beyond the Murray.
Yeah, 23% of the national economy. Innes, I can't even bear to talk about it. I don't know how you manage. Look, my thoughts are with you and all those people down there. We'll try to keep in touch, but thank you for talking to us.
Thanks, Alan. Take care.